No bone at home.
No.
What?
This is me going into the Kilika Chamber of the Faith, because I mentioned that once you have that cutscene with Micah in Bavau, returning to Chambers of the Faith usually results in you getting spheres.
But don't go to all of them.
Well, Bavau you can't go to. Beige Temple you can, but Anima doesn't give you anything for some reason. All the others you do get spheres, although I wouldn't recommend going to Besaid or Mokolonia too quickly, because you have to get past the nasty themes, who at the moment we're in no position to beat down.
How sad now that he's caught in a tragic spiral. He is sick.
Yeah, when I return to the Chamber of the Faith of the Spheres, my favourite one is Ixion, where he has his back to you, he stands up, and then he just randomly bends down, pointing his arse at you for about 10 seconds.
What? That's a bit weird.
Oh yeah, then I show myself going from Kilika to Luca, because there's one random person that gives you an item. I don't know if the item's any good, but it certainly sounds high.
At least it makes money.
Yeah. All these loose ends we have to tie up. Because I always check everywhere just to make sure there's nothing else. This is the person. You repeatedly speak to them until they ask you how many seagulls there are.
1, 2, 3.
And the magic number is 11.
Would have been better if it was 10.
If you say less than 11 and the person says that they thought there were more than that...
Okay, so what's an ace wizard?
And if you say more than 11, then they say they think there was less than that. So yeah, 11 is the amount.
Okay. Is it one shot though?
No. You can keep saying it until you get it right. But obviously I just remember 11. I just think, well, what's the point in not getting it right immediately? It just adds time on. Then obviously I go down and rest, and then I wake up in Luca. And then I obtain another check sphere.
Let's see enough. Let's see this one.
So why is it that these spheres are here now, but they weren't here when we came to Luca?
I don't know.
Presumably those spheres have been there for like 10 years. So how come they weren't there earlier?
Didn't you say you have Blitzball in your Xanarkand?
Not a sportsman, are you?
Working on your form?
My form don't need no work. I'm the Great Jet. It's for my kid.
Your son plays Blitzball?
Yeah, but...
And he wants to beat his old man bad.
Oh, that's never gonna happen, isn't it?
I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for a week. Wonder what he's doing now. I hope he got bigger and put on some muscle.
Well, sorry to disappoint you.
Hey, what's the big idea? Stop shooting.
Says the guy who's pretty much been shooting all these spears for a lot of times.
Oh yeah, then there's a cutscene of Owaka.
Oh, so he's out of jail?
Yeah, because when you speak to Mike, Yuna's name gets cleared and then Owaka gets released.
Any priest or my name's not Owaka.
But yeah, Owaka no longer buys or sells anything, but his brother does continue the business, and he's at the very, very beginning of Mokolonia Woods, literally. Once you leave the Thunder Plains, once is literally just right next to you.
Fair enough.
And how was it? Me and once, well, neither of us were fighters enough to be guardians. I think about it every day, I do. If we could have helped her. Least I can do is try to help another summoner, I figure. And Lady Yuna, she looks so much like...
No!
Huh? It's nothing.
Why does everyone think that everyone looks like something that they're completely not?
Once has
It's a
done
bit
all the good
weird, yeah.
stuff. Owaka the 23rd's retiring.
Then I come in here to get Walker's super weapon. I'm not entirely sure if there's requirements for this. I mean, obviously having the mirror is one requirement. Whether or not there's other requirements, I don't actually know.
I've had of 100 Blitzball matches.
It's not that, trust me.
Oh, okay. That's right, World Champion Walker, baby. Yeah.
But if there were requirements and I succeeded them, Mayhem High Road, another sphere. Never checked that.
And I'm guessing there's one. I'm guessing after this is only one more.
This is kind of amusing because it's like when Tidus said about rescuing the chocobos from the fiend, Oren seemed a bit reluctant. And here, obviously, there's them talking about fighting the fiend, and the spear is placed in the position where you land if you get knocked off the cliff. Conclusion: they probably got knocked off the cliff.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I guess you're right. Well then.
Ha! There it is. Alright, let's get him.
Right.
But make sure that camera's safe. I want that chocobo to eat his head on a platter.
And then Oren's sphere is placed in the spot where Luzu got punched.
Oh yeah, that place. And somehow I didn't see it.
Thanks for everything, Keenock.
Surprised Luzu didn't break it when he fell on it. This is Keenock back when he was like
A good guy.
I will.
or back when he was a much lower rank.
You'll be busy too. I heard they made you
He's
second
one of
in
those like flamethrower guys, isn't he?
It looks like one of those flamethrower guys.
Promotion was meant for you. You were always the better one, even until the end.
This is just before
As if I was going off to die
he
or
goes on Rascal's pilgrimage,
something.
isn't
See
it?
you again.
From the looks of it, yeah.
Yes.
Well then.
Going already? You will tell me about Zanarkand when you return, won't you?
So Oren really was friends with Keenock.
Yeah, although their friendship did look a bit.
Wait, Keenock had a beard?
Back then he did. The friendship did get a bit rusty later on, though.
What did he do? The second you're a maester, shave that beard. But Michael, you have a beard. Shave it. Only I have a beard around here.
And this is Mushroom Rock. Literally, instead of going left for the command center, just carry straight on. Use the rusty sword, then use the mirror, then help yourself to Oren's super weapon.
This one is probably the most pain. This one right here is probably a pain to get, to the best stat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting here is easy. The only thing is, when you enter the Mushroom Rock Road, it's a good idea not to run straight on. It's a good idea to go far to the left.
What do you mean?
As far to the left as possible.
Why is that?
Because there's 3 females who, if you go into them,
Oh!
they may put a nasty fiend on you. Or rather, 3 nasty fiends on you.
That's where they are?
Yeah. I then record myself carrying straight on because it takes you to the Jose High Road place. But obviously we couldn't go this way earlier, and I thought I'd show it off just for the sake of showing it off. And also there is a chest as well. It's not a very useful chest. It only has, I think, soft ×4. But I thought
that would come in handy. That would come in handy at some point.
But yeah, I just show it off for the sake of it, really.
And let me guess, is that the gun from Operation Mayhem?
I think it's just something you can walk on. Recognise here?
The command center? Jose Temple?
Yeah, I've cut forward to Jose Temple. I go here for spheres.
Alright, this is the one you were talking about?
Yeah. He starts off down, he then gets up, and he then just randomly
Oh, that's nice.
For a long time, we have forgotten how to go forward. You reminded us we
We must go forward.
I'm sure what that means.
We must run. Let us go. You who share our dreaming. Come, and we will run till the dream's end.
That's a bit of weird advice. We forgot how to go forward. So let's go back. So we just want to run.
Yeah, they do speak quite poetically, Arnold.
Must have taken shit. Must be a great fan of Shakespeare. Oh wait, it probably doesn't exist. Oh, what's this?
This is a jet sphere in the moon flow. The only thing is that as I was like pressing X on the sphere, I forgot to capture, and then then I quickly pressed capture, and then after it ends, I let you see where I am for a couple of seconds, just so the people then know where the jet sphere was. But yeah, I went to the moon flow and went to a jet sphere.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me that was it.
That's not no.
What are you shooting me for?
So you don't do anything stupid again.
Is this? Oh wait, we forgot to talk to Aura because of some what happened. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you're at the moon flow, if you talk to Aura and then he says that Jet got drunk and attacked
It is a shoot buff.
and this is the sphere where Oran's confronting Jet about it.
Pretty much after this, this is when he stops drinking. Surprisingly enough.
He knows he was wrong.
That's it. Only thing I drink from now on is shoe-puff milk.
Yeah.
Sure. We're on a journey to fight sin and save spirit.
He seem pretty drunk if he thought it was a thing.
Well, too bad we don't see him drunk in this
My
game.
wife and kid are never gonna forgive me.
That's on the record.
What? On pass on doesn't believe him. I mean, what do you do if someone said, it's all like, that's it, I'm stopped drinking.
Why are you in Guado's
When you return to Guadalcanal, you get a cutscene with Trommel. It's not a very significant cutscene, but I thought I'd keep it in anyway.
Right.
If it would please you to
Up on a shopping block.
defenseless old man.
Trommel then goes to the far plane. If you go to the far plane, I think there are other cutscenes, but for some reason I didn't bother to do it.
Is gone.
Mhm.
No Lord rises to take his place.
I think it's
Good.
because if you go there at a later point, you get an additional cutscene, and I just thought, well, if I do go there, I might as well save it till later, where I can get all the cutscenes at once, 2 birds of
Well, I
one
should
stone.
probably. Well, to be honest, Tom, you do deserve to get your head chopped off after what you did.
Your taking off my head would be the greatest kindness.
But here's the thing, though. This pretty much confirms that Seymour is freaking dead, and staying dead. What's going on here?
You go over to that. I think you press like square or something. Use the super weapon.
Oh, so it's a super weapon. Who's it for?
Well, I don't know if I can have it in me to break the bad news.
What?
So I may have to wait for you to find out yourself.
Kamari!
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I hope he gets struck by lightning. Oh, buy super weapon. What's going on? A weapon for a rubbish character.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then it's a butterfly mission.
Oh, not the butterflies.
It's okay, I only show the successful tries. Thankfully.
I hate these butterflies.
Oh yeah, I don't. For some reason, I thought that there were 3 of these. And I don't know if I said that. If I did, then I was wrong. There's only 2.
I think he did say only 2. I don't think he said 3.
Now, 2 or 3, whatever I said, there's 2.
Fair enough. At least the butterfly catching's done.
And yeah, although it's not on camera, I also do like the capturing as well. And yeah, with the capturing, we were done with the calm lands, the cavern place, Mount Gagazet, B Canal, and then also the Sade all the way through to the Calmlands, which means there's only 2 places left to capture things. Annoyingly,
it's the areas we can't go to yet.
Well, annoyingly, it's the 2 remaining places are probably the hardest.
I can imagine.
But still.
Where exactly have we been yet?
Well, there's only 2 places we haven't been yet.
Well,
Sin and Omega.
Yeah, Omega Ruin.
And I'll say this now, because I probably don't have that much time left, but I make it up to the point where I'm ready to upgrade the super weapons to the best of my ability. Well, to the best of my ability, and then board the airship and fight Sin. That's where we're up to.
Do we? What? So you got all of the 6 shiggles and.
Not all of them, but I've got most of them. And when because I've saved in the Calmlands. That's where I'm up to. And when we start recording, I've got to go to Macarena Woods, upgrade the super weapons to the best of my ability, not fully, but mostly.
So what?
And then we can board the airship and fight Sin.
I thought you needed all. What? So even if you only have one part of it, you can still upgrade it.
If you have a crest, because the crests do the first part, the sigils do the second. If you only have the crest, then you can do the first part. If you only have the sigils, then you can't do it. The crest has to come first.
Ah, 0 seconds. Wait, that's not right. Sun sigil.
And again, I only showed the successful try, thankfully. And then that enables me to go and obtain Tidus's super weapon. And to make things easier, I decide to ride
the Chocobo.
Yellow bird.
Quiet.
It must sound absurd. Yellow bird.
How quiet do you need to be to say that?
I am such a...
Do you really have to talk? Do we always have to bring that up? Oh, I want to listen to the Chocobo theme.
The reason why I hardly ever seem to get into any battles is because I equipped Yuna's no encounters armor.
Yay!
Not usually after already obtaining all of the things.
And here's Tyler's super duper weapon, which suddenly appears in his hand, right?
Yeah, and I believe that means we have now obtained everyone's super weapon. What we haven't done is upgrade them all.
And here's your favorite Aeon to speak to.
Then I come here to go to the Chamber of the Faith to get a sphere from Yojimbo. And with this done, I think it just leaves Besaid and Macarena.
Okay.
Done. They done.
I wouldn't be surprised if Yojimbo said, "Okay, I'll talk if you pay me."
You are a fading dream, but one touched by reality.
So yeah, you may be an Aeon, but I still want money.
The Bureau will not forget its reality, nor the one who saved it. Run, dream, run on. Pass beyond the waking, and walk into the daylight.
Strength sphere.
Then I go to Mount Gagazet to obtain a couple of chests.
What are we doing here?
I get a couple of chests, and also I do this.
What's going on? What did you do that again for?
I awaken a certain species.
What the?
The Dark Aeons.
What are those?
And that is Dark and a member of the Dark Aeon species. In this game, oh yeah, the no encounters thing won't work in the water because obviously We don't have Yuna on us. In this game, there is a species called Dark Aeons. They are very powerful opponents. And there is a Dark Aeon of every Aeon. Dark Valvor is the one guarding the Sade. Dark Ifrit is in Beaconau. Dark Ixion is in the Thunder Plains. Dark Shiva is guarding Macarena. Dark Bahamut, Xanakind. Dark Yojimbo, the cavern place where you get Yojimbo. Dark Anima, you just saw Mount Gagazet. And the Magna Sisters, Mushroom Rock Road. And that's what I was talking about when I said don't go straight on.
How we just ignore them? They don't do anything important, right?
But it's going to be a long time before we can win against the Dark Aeons.
Any reasons why we have to fight the Dark Aeons?
It may unlock an optional super boss.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come here, obviously, and I repeatedly speak to the person just to get all the items that I get awarded for the capturing that I've done. I got a crest for having completed 10 areas, and then I just keep on going through repeatedly until we're fully done.
Yeah, so Dark Aeons. How works from hardest to easiest? Which one's the hardest? Which one's the hardest?
The hardest is Anima. From hardest to easiest, Anima is the hardest. The Magna Sisters are probably next. Bahamut's hard. Yojimbo is hard.
Well, that's because he has an instant kill, doesn't he?
It's more to do with the number of times you have to beat him.
What?
I mean, Valvor's the easiest, Ifrit's the next easiest, Ixion's probably the next easiest, then Shiva's probably the next easiest, and then I'd probably say Yojimbo, Bahamut, Magna Sisters, Anima.
Fair enough. Are they a pain? Anyone have very annoying moves? Any annoying moves and all that stuff?
Well, Anima, every move is disastrous.
Would you say it's disasterific?
Disaster.
This isn't. How long is this going to go on for? About 8 more minutes. Us just looking at this, where, you know, just seeing how much prizes we're going to get. Any other prizes besides the sigil and crest going to come in handy?
Well, when you capture every fiend and then defeat every arena monster, I believe you then get another like crest or sigil or whatever.
Oh, that's for now. Remember, yes, that's for Orin too.
I think it is, yeah.
Why does the best character have a weapon that's a pain to get upgraded?
Is this the? Oh yeah. I show that I've got 10 of every fiend apart from obviously the places we haven't.
Unknown and unknown.
Other than that crest or sigil, are there any others we haven't got? Like, do you get a crest or sigil for completing the Omega dungeon?
I'm not sure. I thought it was just optional. Should, when we record, let's have a look. Do I have a look at the items?
Well, yeah, because I'm going to be upgrading the super weapons, so I'll see it all. Yeah, I then buy capture weapons for Yuna.
Wait, why?
And also Riku, because eventually they'll have the strength to capture. I then sell all the unwanted stuff and cut forward. Also, I also wanted them to have first strike. Tidus, Walker and Orin all have first strike. I got a return sphere from Mount Gagazet, and I then upgraded Orin's capture weapon and gave him first strike as well. and I then, when I'm done with the sphere grid, I then deliberately fight one of the fiends, because there's a fiend who drops return spheres when defeated, and I deliberately fight that fiend so I can then give Yuna and Riku first strike. So all 5 of our main characters have first strike. And that's partly the reason why I give them the capture weapons, because I wanted them to have first strike. That way we'll never get caught off guard.
Good. So we're in what? So we're not gonna tell we're in Waka Land.
Yeah.
Oh. Victorious. What is that? And what good is that weapon for?
It's just it makes you immune to 3 of the 4 elemental attacks.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's actually quite handy.
I then save. And then choose to fight one of the monsters.
Wait, you find one of the optional monsters? I mean,
yeah, but literally the easiest one.
the easiest one? Which one's that?
This one. This is the one who gets created when you capture all of the fiends in the Calmlands.
Okay, okie dokie.
And I don't worry about involving people. I just immediately put Yuna in, put Anima in, and use Oblivion.
Okay, that's quicker to the point.
Return spheres was all I wanted. Yeah, this is Anima's Overdrive for the benefit of the viewers.
Bring him down.
Let's see what a freak Anima is.
Yeah. He's got two heads.
E?
Sorry, she. I keep forgetting it's a she.
And Dark Anima is even darker.
What is that? To Oblivion! That's nuts.
Yeah, 2 return spheres for overkilling. And then I customize, and I then make all the capture weapons first strike.
Yeah, first strike is very handy indeed. Well, doesn't say it needs 2. Oh, it just needs 1.
Then I save again, and that's pretty much where it ends.
Well, that's pretty much most of the side quest done.
Yeah, there's only 7 seconds left.
Alright, we'll see you next time for Sin!